Today we're talking XLM Lumens price action. Yeah, no, like that's it. That's the intro. On to the next segment. Hello, Stellar family, and how are you doing today? I got a comment from one of you out there, you know who you are, asking me, hey, are you disappointed with the price of XLM and how it's just been a soft rebound from the bottom where others have really taken off? Well, I thought I'd make a video rather than comment back. So let's take a broader look at the market. Bitcoin sitting at 22,693, ETH 1639, XRP above 40 cents. That's good. Remember, we want to be above those levels before February or on February 14th when, yes, everyone, the next CPI data set comes out. Twitter, I announced some of the videos and I post actually stuff you don't see on YouTube, actually on the Twitter page right here. Shameless promotion for myself. But I do post a bunch of stuff, crypto, Web3, personal, you name it, whatever it goes on Twitter. If you want to follow that, that will be linked in the description below. Renewed fears, rumors spread that the SEC is coming after staking, and we're going to get to XLM price next. Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday the 9th. The SEC is going to be talking about major action with cryptocurrency. There's a rumor out there that the SEC is going to ban cryptocurrency staking. This came from Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, who heard a rumor about it. And hit that subscribe button so when that story breaks, I'll be sure to share it with you. But now let's get into the price talk, because that's really what I want to talk about right now for XLM. All right, so we've got the last several weeks right here, and you can see, yep, we've been doing pretty good. We've been holding above this 9-cent mark. Again, crucial for the 14th. But look at what we've done in terms of the FTX time frame, right? And I want you to think of the macros that we're talking about first, right, before we get into the actual price. Think of what's going on. I think all of us out there believe that the worst of inflation is behind us, right? The worst of the massive closures of places, exchanges, layoffs, that kind of, all that negative stuff. I think the worst is behind us. Yes, we still got a lot of bad to chew through. We still have a lot of crypto hot potato going on. We've got a whole bunch of loans that people are going to be just totally defunct on. I mean, so we do have a huge liquidity mess still happening in crypto. But honestly, I think the worst is behind us with a lot of that, right? The bankruptcies, all that kind of stuff. You know, how many more USTs, FTXs, Celsiuses are we going to have in 2023? Maybe a couple. Nowhere near what you saw in 2022. So obviously, the market thinks that we are through the worst of it. That's why the price action has been up since the beginning of 2023. But look what happens when we zoom out just a little bit. You could see that when it comes to relative in terms of time frame, XLM has gotten nowhere near close to the levels they were before FTX, and that's this line right here. We're looking at just above that 11-cent mark, right? So XLM still has about 22+% to go to get to that point. And now that would be erasing it all the way back to November 7th. All right, so we're sitting here going, okay, yeah, we have had a rebound from the bottom. We saw some really rough times here, just above that 7.1, 7.15, somewhere around in that range right there. Moving on up now to the 9s, right? So we have pulled up a good amount, but look, nowhere near where we were there. Now, the reason that's important is because when we look at other players in the market, and let's do this. Let's not reach for, like, you know, the pie in the sky moonshot stuff. Let's use a broader market indicator. When we look at that same chart for Bitcoin, you can see here, I had the action where the line right here, this is where it was before the FTX crash. You can see Bitcoin right now is well above that. Before the FTX crash action, we were looking here around the 21, low 21 range. Now we're seeing it at 22.6. We've seen it at 23, tested 24 on the 1st of February. So Bitcoin now has not only clawed back their loss from FTX and saying, hey, the worst is behind us, but they've now already clawed it back to, we're looking at already August. Look at this, to August. So Bitcoin now has clawed back about 6 months almost worth of time, where we're looking at XLM right now still trying to get back through this FTX waterfall. So yes, am I disappointed that XLM Lumens are not performing as well as Bitcoin has since the market bottom has been declared? Well, yeah, of course. Look at the chart. It's nowhere near. We're not even back from the FTX time. So that's frustrating. But I understand it because the more you look into the Bitcoin whole spectrum, right, the economy of it, you've got miners now that are turning rigs back on. So there's more Bitcoin activity, right? There's more buzz going on about it. You've got miners out there that are actually making making money now. Yeah, that's right. At 23,000, some of those rigs were making some decent money. Okay, not at the levels that they were at 40,000 plus, but still there were more people able to turn it on and make some cash, which means they were able to repay loans, which means the lenders that were using Bitcoin as collateral, which again causes a down pressure, they were able to get some of their money back, right? That income was starting to flow again in that economy. The ecosystem of Bitcoin is massive. Whether you like it or not, that's not the point. Whether you think it's slow or not, that's not the point. It's the ecosystem of Bitcoin is massive. The ecosystem of XLM is very small. And with the majority of trading around the world, yes, you flat earthers, I did the round thing, not the flat thing. But for the majority of people around the world, you know, it's retail trading that's taking place on XLM right now. And you can see retail trading, it's not clawing its way back as you're seeing with a big institutional style ecosystem. Bitcoin has a lot of institutional investors. It has a lot of institutional people just playing on the price action of it. Not just ecosystem using, but playing on the price action. You've got entire countries that have adopted the whole Bitcoin maxi thing. Look at El Salvador. Yeah, they just had the whole like Miss America, Miss Universe. I don't remember which one it was. Miss Universe. I don't remember which one it was. But they had this thing where the gal came out from El Salvador in like a full Bitcoin outfit. They've gone like balls deep. You know, you don't have that same thing with XLM. So that's kind of why it makes sense for me, why XLM is not rebounding as much. There's just not this whole world behind it like you see with the likes of Bitcoin. So is it frustrating that the price of XLM is not rebounding back as much as some of the others around it? Well, yeah, of course. But when you put it in context, like I just did in that previous segment, with sizes of ecosystems and where the capital is coming from, you can understand why XLM isn't coming up as much, right? They're not as sexy as, say, a Ripple Labs' XRP, right? In the news 24/7. You see more action with that, right? You see more action with Bitcoin that has a whole economy. Seriously, once the miners start making money, that whole ecosystem of Bitcoin really starts ramping up big. And the more money that's made, it's almost like a heartbeat. You can watch it just kind of, and you know, the harder you work out, the bigger your heartbeat becomes. Like, that's the Bitcoin ecosystem. You see it kind of like inflate and jump up like this. It's very interesting to watch. So when you put it in perspective of capital flowing in, interest, public, you know, interest and so forth, you could see why some of them out there have definitely rebounded bigger and better and have surpassed the loss even of pre-FTX times, going all the way back to August. I'm talking about Bitcoin, by the way. Thank you very much for watching this video regarding XLM price action. If you want more XLM crypto Web3 videos, go for this right here. If you want to see what my other channel has to offer, go for this right here. Thank you very much for watching, and you cool cats, have a great rest of your day.